Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to your Lunch Break Live. My name is Ivana. If you are new here, if you're not, thank you so much for coming back. It's a very newsy day, but we're going to start out with following up on last week's tornadoes. Thursday, we had several tornadoes that hit across the state and left 5 people dead, injured several others, and left dozens without their homes and their belongings. Today, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey is visiting some of those communities. She is touring some of those areas to get a hand. Own Bill Thornton is in Calhoun County, I believe in the Ohatchee community. He covered the governor's visit this morning where the governor and several other officials spoke. So, Bill, I know that you are out in the Ohatchee community at the moment. The governor just left. Tell us what she said, and then we'll get a look kind of at the community around you.
The governor spoke to several members of the extended family for the Harrises, the 3 people who died in the storm last Thursday. She told them that she tried to explain to them all of the avenues that are open to them in terms of help, in terms of assistance. But she also heard their stories. They were talking about, this is just this land here has been owned by this family since the late 80s, and they all pretty much live together, trailers, a couple of houses, and there's nothing left. And they were telling the story of what they did on Thursday when the storm came through. In particular, Tasha Harris Ramos, she is the daughter of the couple who died, the Harrises. She was explaining that her niece, who is the daughter of the granddaughter of the people who died, she was in the house when the storm hit. She was huddled with her mother in the bathtub. She had her helmet on. Her mother didn't have her helmet on. And the storm hit, and then she found herself pinned against a tree and came to hearing the sound of her family members calling to her. She has a fractured spine, and she's looking about a year of recovery. Stories like that. Governor Ivey heard them. She heard about how some of
Bill, I'm going to get you to show us kind of the community you're in. I know that you have not great service just because of the damage in that area, which is understandable.
Okay. If you look over here, you'll see some of the work has already started clearing up, but you'll notice all of this debris here. That is what's left of some of these houses. And like we said on Friday, you'll notice, just there's a boat in there.
I muted Bill's mic there because I know his connection is going in and out because of the understandable internet issues there. So, Bill, I have muted you if you can hear me. So if you can just let us see kind of the area that you're on, that would help us out. I know that your voice is dropping in and out. But what you were saying, I believe, is that the governor visited this morning. She visited a church in the area, in the Ohatchee community, which is located there in Calhoun County. And that is the community where 5 people or 4 people were killed, 5 people were killed in the storms. Several others were injured there. And Bill, you're showing us, you're walking through this area. I know that you mentioned before your audio cut out that there were several people who were killed, lived in that community together. It's a family. They all lived pretty close by and in several different homes near each other. And there is nothing left of that community. I think we can see from what you're showing us. I'm going to pull that up a little bit bigger here so we can really get a look at that and get a look at what you are seeing. Maybe I can't get that bigger here, so we'll just leave it like this. But you talked about a woman who spoke with the governor who was injured. She was pinned against a tree. I believe she said she might have a fractured spine, and she was pinned against a tree in that Thursday tornado. So I know the governor is hearing all kinds of stories like those today. you're in Calhoun County. The governor is going to visit Hale County later on today, and then Shelby County later on as well. Two of the other areas that were hit by these tornadoes, by these storms. Bill, you're showing us all of this damage, and it's just incredible to see. It's heartbreaking. I'm gonna unmute you here, see if we've got maybe your audio back at all. But do you know have you talked to any of the people who have lived in these houses that you're showing us?
Yeah, I did talk to a couple of the people who, one man in particular, Mr. Calvin Byers, I believe what his name was. He had a 2-story building that he has no insurance on, and it's gone.
I'm going to mute Bill there again and let him show us. I know that his connection's not good, but I think what he was saying is that he spoke with at least one gentleman who's one of the houses, who owned one of the houses in this area. His name, I believe, is Calvin Byers, and he does not have insurance. And I know that Bill is hearing a lot of stories like Mr. Byers' story today, giving us a look at that damage. We had actually some drone footage of this as well last week, I believe on Friday. And you can see that on AL.com along with pictures and other video such as this that Bill is giving us now. Now, again, this is in Calhoun County in the Ohatchee community. This is aftermath of Thursday, March 25th tornadoes that hit the state. At least one of those tornadoes has been confirmed as an EF3 tornado. That is the scale. That is a big tornado. If you're not familiar, if you are living in Alabama, if you're a resident of Alabama, you unfortunately probably are familiar with tornadoes in that scale. But that's the area that Bill is looking at, was hit by one of these large storms later in the day on Thursday afternoon. Governor just left there. She's headed again to Hale County, Shelby County later on today. I know that Bill is working on some very limited service in the Ohatchee community. Bill, we know that you're going to be out there talking to more people. We're looking forward to hearing more of their stories today. And we appreciate you giving us a little bit of a look at what's happening there.
Thanks.
Bill, thank you so much. Everybody watching, thank you. We are hoping all of you are safe after those storms, and we will see you tomorrow.